sophomore guard, number 5, Cameron Gray. Sophomore forward, number 23, Kelsey Betts. The freshman guard, number 24, Edward McKinney. And the sophomore center, number 31, Amber Bullard. The Bears are assisted by Harcum, Chelsea Hall, and Alicia Womack. And now, ladies and gentlemen, starting out here, CCBC Essex Knights. Sophomore guard, number 2, Giselle Gigi Campbell. Sophomore guard, number 3, Paige Smith. Sophomore guard, number 4, Taisha Williams. Sophomore forward, number 13, Michaela Getz. And the freshman forward, number 33, Anila Singh-Shannon. Nice coach by Ryan Ladies and gentlemen, CCBC Essex United Student Force, which is the important component of being a student athlete. We ask you to framing these stuff and let all spectators be positive and cheering for their favorite team.
And what a start to bring the action back here at the Castle. Austin Johnson doing a great job on the PA system as always. Aaron Thomas in the broadcast booth. It has been a long time, and I don't know if anyone is more excited than me for the action to finally be back here at the Castle. It was a long road trip for Coach Sini's squad, but a successful one. 11-0 is the start to this season for the Knights women's basketball team. They've got that number 3 next to their name, and they've certainly done a lot to earn that number. On the other side of the court here today, it is a matchup and maybe a potential another one in a rivalry that is starting to brew between these two programs, the Harcum Bears and the CCBC Essex Knights. These two teams already matched up once this year. They matched up 3 times last year. We'll tell you about last year later on. But here today, the Bears looking for some revenge as they fell short in the matchup earlier this season against the Knights, 81-65. It was a big one for Gigi as she had 30 points in 37 minutes and was 11 of 22 from the field, 5 for 9 from deep in the Knights' win against the Bears earlier this season. As we tip off the action, the Bears start with the first possession and get a good look at a long ball but can't come down with it. Long ball on the other side for the Knights is smooth. Two teams trading 3-point attempts. The Knights making good on theirs. 3-0 start. 30 seconds into the first quarter, the Bears looking to slow things down. The 3-point success, a big reason why the Knights got the victory over the Bears last time. 2 separate times, or 2 different quarters, I should say, in that game. The Knights shot at least 60% from downtown. They were firing them with ease early and often the last time these two teams matched up. Knights take it deep into the painted area. No good. Defense on the other side, another steal attempt, and they get it. So back-to-back turnovers for the Bears, but the Knights, their first turnover, gives the Bears the opportunity in transition. That's offensive. Put a dollar in the jar. Knights with the turnover before they got to half court, but did not panic. Shuffled the feet, got into good position defensively, and on the other side. Oh, no, it's the and one opportunity. No, the first initial reaction was right. The two teams trading strong defensive stands here. The shuffle of the feet. And the hit on the chin on both sides, as it is still 3-0. And we've played almost 2 full minutes in the first quarter. And foul away from the ball, it looks like. Indeed it is. 2 teams battling down low. Adela Kunjanen picks up the foul for the Knights. Second foul of the game committed by them. And 2 players forcing the potential turnover there for the Knights, as they, and the Bears, that is, when I say there, Amber Bullard is working really hard to establish position down low. The Knights not giving them anything easy, though. Another ball denial. This time it is a steal. But again, the Knights can't get it past half court. Transition defense from the Bears strong here, as these 2 teams flexing the muscles defensively in the first 2 minutes and change. This time the pick set up by the big for the Bears, rolling to the basket. Good ball denial again, down low, but the shot was open downtown for 3. Closeout, little too strong. And it'll be 3 at the line, and it's now 3 fouls committed. And not even 3 minutes of play for Coach Sini's squad. Bears already flirting with the bonus here. That could certainly help their cases and chances as they look to pull off the upset. Still no made baskets yet for the Bears, but a chance to tie it up here. And indeed, 3 for 3. And the Knights, long time without an offensive possession. Step back 3, good look, just missed. Bears running in transition. Again, 2 players denying the entry pass down low, but the 3 is open. And that is the first made basket of the game for the Bears. It gives them their first lead, 6-3. Oh, nice crossover behind the back. And the save, 50-50 ball, Bears win it. Running in transition, a little bit out in front, and it was too far out in front, says the referee. Michaela Guest had the jumper right there in front of the 3-point line, just rimmed out on that. That was a good look. Knights have missed 2 in a row. Make it 3 in a row. And that is a tough rebound and a tough steal attempt as well. Gigi Gamble taking a gamble there, jumping into the passing lane, almost stealing away the peach. 6-3 is the score on the big board. These 2 teams struggling to create offense, but really strong defensively to start this first quarter. And extended the hand. Fouls starting to accumulate on the other side as well. Oh, and a huge invite to the block party. A meeting of the minds at the rim. And our first invite to the block party is sent out by the Bears, Amber Bullard. Not getting much action offensively, but cleaning the glass defensively. Tough turnover. Oh, and an invite to the block party on the other side. Double dribble will send it the other way, and the defense continues to be strong on both ends. My goodness, anything you can do, I can do better. A huge block by purple on one side, white not to be outdone. These two teams battling in the first 4 minutes. The score still 6-3. Each team with still only one made basket. And there it is, a tie game as number 2 for the Knights is from downtown. Austin with the 3, now the steal, moving in transition with the head up. Jumper, misses everything. Bears in the half court, feeding the big, and finally getting a chance to get involved offensively. Bears back out in front, Gamble, and it's a foul. 2 Bears players right there as Gigi makes a nice move to get in towards the painted area, hanging amongst the trees. Easy for me to say. And Gigi starting the trip to the line off successfully. Trying to get this game to tied once again. 7-8 is our score on the big board. These two teams trading everything as it is a 1-for-2 trip to the line, that time for number 2. Good passing. Get through the press from the Bears. Someone's open on this side. Can they get it across the court? They finally do. Pump fake. And the bank is closed at this hour. Gamble pulls. And a little long. 50-50 ball picked up by the Bears. Under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter now. Bears for 3. Rims out, offensive rebound. And that was a fight for that rebound. Great effort on both sides, but the Bears will get a fresh shot clock. 4:30 on the game clock, 10 on the shot clock. Gotta move. Into the corner for 3. It's good. Largest lead of the game now, 4 points, 11-7. Cannot get those 3 points right back, but an offensive rebound for the Knights. And that one rims out. 0-for-2 from downtown. And there's the foul. And here's the substitutions. Checking into the game for Coach Sini's squad with 4 minutes left to play in this first quarter. And the Bears, talked about it earlier, looking for revenge as they came up losers in a championship game in a tip-off tournament earlier this year against the Knights. 81-65, again, was the final score in this one. A thorough win by the Knights. But here today, the Bears firing on all cylinders to start, as it's now 13-7. 3 in the corner. Good! And the run finally comes to an end. Back to a 3-point lead for the Bears. The Bears are slicing through the press right now with the passing. 1 and done. Knights finally getting a chance to run. 3 in the corner. How about a 2 instead? And the bank remains to be closed. The Bears want to slow it down. Just under 3 minutes to play. Offhand layup. Oh my, that one was smooth. 15-10. Offensive rebound. Spin. And the contact will send the Knights to the line. That is the 3rd foul committed by the Bears here in this quarter. 4 fouls committed by this Knights team. And remember, they had 3 early in the first 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So they have done a really good job of playing defense without fouling over the last 6 minutes or so, as these two teams. Offense now starting to come alive, trading offensive chances, trading baskets, trading trips to the line, and of course, trading defensive stands. From the word go, these two teams in a battle in the first 10 minutes. And this time, it's a 2-for-2 trip to the line for the Knights. (12:15) the score on the big board. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, the Bears passing the ball through the press. Having a trouble in the half court, waved off for the travel. And that was solid defense in the half court setting. Step back three, we are tied. And what a final 2 minutes of this quarter it's gonna be. Press, little extra hot this time up the court for Coach Zini's squad. One dribble, one shot, and the friendly roll puts the Bears back up 2. Taking the baseline. Nice find, corner three. Knights find themselves up 1. And these two teams trading baskets here in the final minutes of the quarter. With the shoulder waved off, and they're 0 for 2. Coaches wanted a foul. Ref let him play on. And the shoulder jumper is good. Knights match their largest lead at 3 in the final minute of the quarter. Bears looking to stop the run. Pass out to the corner, around one defender, but had to pick up the dribble. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline, what a find in the bank. Let that one slide for 2. Little late night drive-through. Hanging amongst the trees, got the miss, and the Knights go 0 for 2 this time. Bears can hold for the final shot and possibly take the lead. What an amazing quarter between these two teams. Teardrop, not at the buzzer, so now the Knights can hold for the final shot. It does get the Bears back in front. Smallest of margins. Into the paint. Three-pointer at the buzzer, and the bank is open for 3. Oh my goodness, what a way to end the quarter, and they were trading all the way in the final 2 minutes. So what a way to end it. What a game. Call Grandma. We may have an instant classic unfolding here at the Castle. No better way to kick off the action. Not only are we back at the Castle after a long break, it is a mixer of sorts this weekend. A whole lot of teams playing a whole lot of basketball all weekend. Game 1 off to a hot start. It is time to see what kind of adjustments these two teams make. 23-21 is our score on the big board. The Bears spent most of that first quarter in the driver's seat, but now start this second quarter trailing the Knights by 2. And they miss everything on their three-point attempt as the two teams start this second quarter with a little over. 9:34 left in this first half. Gamble around the traffic into the painted area, finding the corner three, and they rim out. The big running the floor, getting rewarded, but traveling on the way to the rim. One too many steps on the way to the peach basket. And as we get our scorecard, we see the Knights now 0 for 3 to start the quarter. Highest scorers on the court, just 6 points. But we've got a couple of players at 6 points. Piper McGinley with 6 points for the Bears, and then Austin and Sierra with 6 points on the other side for the Knights. Sierra McGinley and Austin both doing that off the bench. There's 19 total points from the bench in that first quarter. A huge reason why the Knights were able to go on a little run to close out. And these two teams starting off slow offensively. A nice little jackrabbit of a rebound there, though. Climbing up to the tippy top of the ladder, Williams was. And the lid still on the cookie jar. Euro up and under, and a big offensive rebound on the other side gets this game tied up. A nice move on the potential take and make. The make, work on that on the break. The job done, though, for the Bears as they get this game back to tied. Knights still looking offensively. A take, and that will be a foul. Saw a look of frustration on Guest's face. She got that behind the three-point line. Maybe was expecting someone to make themselves available for a pass. No pass was there. She took it herself right into the teeth of the defense and earned a trip to the line. And another 1-for-2 trip to the charity stripe for the Knights. It does get them back in front. But those misses at the line could start to pile up. The more they pile up, the more the Bears may hang around here. First quarter was a fight all the way through the end. Second quarter starting to look like more of the same as we get the pump fake. Three-pointer is no good, and a fight for the rebound goes the Knights' way. Running in transition, feeding the big, and cannot finish through a couple of purple jerseys. Great job running the floor, but a missed opportunity there for sure. Bears running in the half court. Both teams have struggled there offensively in this quarter. But you know a run is coming for at least one of these two teams. And there's the push-off. Offensive foul. Only the second foul committed here in this quarter. These two teams continue to do a good job playing defense without fouling. 3 in the corner for the Knights. Just rims out. No one going after that ball, but the Bears fumble it themselves and give an extra possession to the Knights. Knights not going after the offensive glass here in this quarter. The same kind of frequency that we saw in the late stages of the first quarter. Maybe trying to slow down the transition opportunities, get everyone back defensively. But with the offense struggling, maybe that's an adjustment that the coaching staff can look to see the players make. Crash the boards as you're going to have those opportunities as another one rims out. Hanging up amongst the trees, but the trees were too tall. 24-23 remains the score. The defensive second quarter continues. 4 minutes into the quarter. Oh, and a steal right there on the baseline. Gamble, floater. That one goes down. And a timeout taken. A full timeout, so we will take one too. Knights lead back up to 3. Defense to offense with some urgency. The steal on the baseline. The 2 points on the other side. Knights. Is that what brings the offense alive? That timeout was longer than everybody thought it was. No one knew whose ball it was. One of the few times I'm sure everyone's thankful Zebra Stripes is here. They certainly remembered whose ball it was. Bears have it, and they've got 10 seconds to do something with it. They establish position down low, but fumble it on the entry pass, excuse me. The offensive struggles continue for both teams here in this quarter. Knights got the made basket there last time. On offense, though, did that kick things into gear? 3 in the corner. Good form and a great find from Gamble. 29-23, the Knights. Maybe putting together a run here in this quarter, finally. Coach Cini took that full timeout. Did he see something that he wanted to see the team make an adjustment on? Good closeout defensively. And it's bouncing around. Both players diving for the ball. Possession arrow, where's it pointed? And it'll stay here, it looks like. Tremendous effort on both sides. That ball was rolling around, and both teams simultaneously going down for it. Possession arrow was pointed in the Bears' direction. And that's 5 seconds. Great half-court offense, or defense, excuse me. Ball denial, spectacular from Coach Cini's squad. And that'll be a costly turnover for the Bears. They thought they had an extra possession, and instead they shot a toe off. Gamble with the step back. Hanging up there and one! Oh my! Had the defender on a string like a yo-yo, and you know that one is going to find its way onto somebody's highlight reel. I don't know if it was left, right, or right, left, but we know it eventually got moving forward. Fought through the contact, finished, and the and one opportunity missed out on. But the highlight reel moment certainly building more and more momentum onto the Knight side as they now have their largest lead of the game, 31-23. It's starting on the defensive side, but they're finishing offensively now as we saw a nice move to the rim. Couldn't finish, though. Oh, spin move! Somebody call the five-time WCW champion, because he just pulled out the spinneroonie. My goodness. What a move on the take to the rim. And a timeout for the Bears to talk about it. Oh, my goodness. The Knights have certainly come alive offensively. Antoinique Austin, a sophomore guard out of Chicago, Illinois. Previous college experience at Morton College. She was a big part of that 19 points off the bench in the first quarter that swung the game back towards the Knights. Now here in the second quarter, responsible for the Knights, adding on to their lead as it continues to get bigger. First time they've led by double digits. And they'll have a chance to add on it as the offense continues to be cold for the Bears. Gamble, sidestep three, misses it all, and a great box out defensively from the Bears. Coach Cini took a full timeout about 2, maybe 3 minutes ago, and the Knights were already in the middle of maybe turning things around, and since then they have come out firing. The Bears took a timeout about 30 seconds to a minute ago. Do they have the same luck? Great box out on the other side from the Knights. Rebound and running in transition. Three-pointer, no good. And a fight for the ball. And it's a push-off on the Knights, the referee says. The lead remains at 10. Bears need a run of their own. Oh, an interception. Again, the ball denial down low. Hesitation, moving it around. I'll take that. Coach Cini calls out for a dribble drive, wants to see his team take it to the cup. Not a bad idea. That's how they started this run and got out to this 10-point lead. And oh my goodness, when it rains, it pours. The Bears, it doesn't get much closer to going down. than what we just saw there. Around the world and back out again. They'll get another chance with a fresh shot clock as the Knights couldn't bring down the biscuit on the rebound. The lead remains at 10. Oh, good pass. Better defense, but finally one goes down for the Bears. Defense making it difficult. Knights chase their own miss. Moving it around the circle. And this time it goes down for 3. A new largest lead of the game at 11. 36-25, under 2 minutes to play in the first half. And the Bears that time hanging amongst the trees. Couldn't finish that time. How about this time? Cross-court pass, and that will be so the initial foul was on the Knights, and then we got a little retaliation afterwards, but initial foul still counts, and possession will still stay here with this Bears team. Under 90 seconds to play now in the first half. Again, the ball denial by this Knights team in the half court. That is 2 5-second calls in this first half. Oh, rebound, put back, just missed. How about a second go around though? Fighting hard down low. The freshman forward, Adela Kunjanyana, with a huge play and trying to get the block defensively on the other side. But the Bears immediately get those 2 points right back. Long three. No good. Bears looking to go for the 2-for-1, trying to be aggressive. Biggs running the floor, but getting denied entry into the gates as they miss everything. And now the Knights can hold for the final shot. Oh! $1 short on the spectacular. The steal on the other side. Where's it going? It stays right here, says the referee. Aniela Davis with a great move to get to the cup. Just coming up a little short on the finger roll attempt as everyone was ready to come up and out of their seats again here in this first half. I said when this game started, I don't think anyone's more excited for the action to be back here at the Castle. Well, I think I may have been wrong. The fans may be just as excited, if not more. As we see a nice little jumper brings it to a 9-point game. Can the Knights get it back to double digits before half? And they cannot, as they go a little too fast. And there will be no buzzer beater here in this second quarter, but that 2 points for the Bears gives them a little hope as it gets it back to a single-digit game. 38-29 is the score on the big board. The Bears in control of most of the first quarter. Story not the same in the second. The Knights in control for the entire second quarter. Holding on to all the mojo. Stick around with us for the second half. It should be a good one. 38-29 is the score on the big board as we are just minutes away from starting the second half. Knights got their lead up to double digits more than a few times in the second quarter, but a little mini run by the Bears was able to give them some semblance of hope to start this second half. How long does that hope last? Coach Sini's squad hoping and going to do everything they can to make sure that hope don't last long in this third quarter. Both teams searching for a hot start. Of course, looking for it for two different reasons. The Bears need to get back into this game, and the Knights want to leave no doubt in the fourth quarter. Nice defensive start for both teams as a fight on both sides, maybe an invite to the block party sent out by the Knights, not sure. We'll see officially at the turn. We know for sure on the other side, the Knights earning that territory down low in the painted area, and a trip to the line to get the scoring started. Numbers pretty even for these two teams. Defensively, each one block and 7 steals for the Knights, 6 steals for the Bears. Rebounding numbers pretty similar as well. 22 for the Bears, 20 for the Knights. And a foul or a timeout. It's a timeout, 30-second timeout. 40-29 is our score on the big board, and the Bears dribbled themselves into a tough one. Had to burn an early timeout. Scoring leader for these two teams, Sierra McGinley. Sierra McGinley for the Knights leads all scorers with 9 points. 2 players right behind her with 8 points. Antonique Austin and Deborah Okachua for the Bears. They both have 8 points as well. Oh, nice move there from the Knights. And then, it rims out on the and one opportunity. But it will be another trip to the line. That is 2 early fouls committed by this Bears team. The Knights already flirting with the bonus in this third quarter. That could be disastrous for this Harcum team. Certainly want to limit the free ones for this Knights team as the Bears try to take a couple steps on the comeback trail. Bears unable to take a few steps so far in the first few minutes of this third quarter. Instead, comeback trail's getting longer and longer as the Knights' lead is getting bigger and bigger. (42-29) is the score on the big board now. Another successful trip to the line. Knights are 4 for 4 from the line. Start this third quarter. Still no made baskets yet. Down low, and a scrum for it. Who touched it last? Everyone's pointing in a different direction. The referee finally says it's Knights' ball. Dribble, jab, step, and the handoff. Smith from downtown, and one and done. Oh, what great denial from Guest. That won't count as a block, but it sure should. As the big was running the floor, looking to be rewarded for the effort. Michaela Guest says nay. And that's an offensive foul. Smith for three. Rims out again. Chases her own miss and gets it. Turnover sends it the other way. Handoff. And it's a turnover on the other side. Or is it? Indeed it is. Knights running. Slowing down. Nice pass. Three in the corner. No good. Bears been given an opportunity to cut into the lead. Oh, no shot attempt on that open three. When open shots are hard to come by, you got to take them when you have them. The Bears really trying to force that ball down low. Eventually, they did get it down low and get the 2 points, but in no position to be turning down open shots. And I think that full timeout taken by the coaching staff, they want to talk about that, and I'm sure a few other things. The Bears really hanging around here in this one defensively, making things tough offensively on the other end for the Knights, but just not getting enough baskets on the other end. And this opportunity to talk strategy for the Bears is, of course, an opportunity for the Knights to figure out a way to continue their run, get their offense firing like it was in the second quarter. No players in double-digit scoring yet, but the Knights with a whole mess of players with at least 5 points. Let's count them. 5 players with at least 5 points scored in this game for the Knights. And only 2 of them in the starting lineup. Kunjanen and Gamble, both with 5 points. And then it's Davis, McGinley, and Austin with 5, 8, and 9 respectively. So the scoring being distributed evenly for this team, for this Knights team, excuse me. Pretty similar on the other side for the Bears. They have 3 players with at least 5 points scored. Great passing display, but the block from behind. My goodness, what a job running the floor. Both teams hustling. The defense getting the last laugh. Kunjanen sends out another invite to the block party. That's her second invite. Trying to put the defense in a blender. And they stood strong, but the 2 points still secured. 2 points on the other side after the strong take and make. Gigi Gamble, 30 points the last time these two teams matched up. A slow first half, but certainly this game could change in a big way if the point guard is able to start firing offensively. So it's a technical foul on number 3 for the Bears. Gamble makes the most of the technical. So it's possession as well as the 2 foul shots for this Knights team, and they can really open up the scoring with a little run here. Gamble moving, shaking, and going to the line for 2 more. The Knights are living at the line in this third quarter. That is now 5 fouls committed by this Bears team. And a big old goose egg on the other side in terms of fouls committed by the Knights. Coach Cini's squad has watched his team do a real good job playing defense without fouling. And these extra trips to the charity stripe really adding to the nightmare start to this quarter. 48-33, Bears. Gotta find the rhythm offensively. Walking into a 3, and the Knights may have gotten a piece of it. Someone got a piece of that, but not enough to secure possession on the other side. Step back. Bears with strong defense there on the shot attempt. They got the stop. Can they get the make on the other side? Into the painted area, and it's an and one opportunity. Over the head with a nice move there. Defense was right there on the hip side. The shot attempt. Still finding a way to get it off and rolling in after rolling around. And it is an and one. 3-point play, 48-36, 12-point lead. Knights get those 2 points right back. And Gigi Gamble does look like she is starting to heat up here. Foul line jumper, a little long. Coach Cini wants to see him push, and that's exactly what they're doing. Find the trailer for 3. Knights instead moving it around. Gamble will go to the line again. Gigi Gamble, 5 points on 2 for 9 shooting in the first half. 1 for 3 on her trips to the line in that first half. And those numbers looking a lot stronger after this third quarter performance. Gamble already with 3 or 4 trips to the line in the quarter. My math, never one to be trusted, but I do think the Knights are perfect at the line here in this third quarter. Not getting any made baskets, but they're getting a lot of trips to the line. They're forcing their way into the teeth of the defense, and they are being rewarded for their effort. As we see a travel by the Bears gives possession to the Knights. And this second half starting to take a much different feel than what we saw in the first half. This game's starting to get less and less competitive as it goes on. Knights looking like they were up for the challenge. Still a lot of game left to be played, but the Bears running on a flat tire right now. Need to get this offense going and show some life before we head into the fourth. Nice little hesitation, pull-up jumper around the world, and it continues to be that kind of day. Three-pointer in front of the bench, in and out, and these two teams getting some cardio in. And that will be a foul, but is it in the act of shooting? They're going to say she was bringing it up for the layup attempt, so it will be a trip to the line. 52-36, threes on the board as it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter. The Bears may be showing a little sign of life defensively, as it's been a couple of trips into the offensive zone for the Knights with nothing to show for it. The Bears not making the most of the opportunities in front of them, though. Hop step right into the painted area, and it looked like right into the middle of the defense, but still got that floater up over everyone's hands. Nice move from Smith. And the steal on the other side. The Bears were looking for a run of their own, but it looks like the Knights are going to find a run. Lucky break as they got the loose ball after it bounced around, and Holmes chases her own miss and gets the 2 points. Davis with the foul. Tough catch down low, kick out back for three. And it's in and out. Tough fight for the rebound. And tough fight for the rebound as the Bears were going hard to the offensive glass, trying to make something happen. A hard foul. Technical foul will go on the coaching staff. Really, it's looking like a nightmare third quarter taking place, and potential end only getting worse for this Bears team as the lead now up to 20. The Knights keep finding new largest leads, as now it is 58-38 as Smith. A quiet first half for Paige Smith. 1 for 4 from the field, 1 for 3 from downtown, but contributing in a big way in other aspects of the game. 5 rebounds from number 3. That, of course, was in the first half. Second half, much different story for both Smith and Gamble, as they are both finding the scoring touch, and that is a big reason why the Knights find themselves out in front by the largest of margins so far. 20-point game, 58-38, 2 minutes and 11 seconds left on the big board. And remember, fans at home, this is our one and only game here today on Friday, but we've got a whole mess of games this weekend scheduled here at the Castle. The Knights will have one more game later this week. They'll take on Bryant Stratton as Smith finds the stroke from downtown. This Harcum team has another game tomorrow against Prince George's County. Scheduled tip-off for that one is 12 o'clock. Second game tomorrow will be Union and Bryant Stratton. And then our two games on Sunday is Bryant Stratton, CCBC, and Prince George's County going up against Union. And it is a travel as the player hits the deck. The ball still in the hands. Can't do that. And you knew that the idea for this Knights team in the third quarter was to leave no doubt in the fourth, and it'll take a mighty big miracle of a comeback in the fourth quarter for the Bears to bring life to this one, as the Knights have grabbed it in this third quarter and not let it go. They are firing on all cylinders as Smith jumps the passing lane, hesitation move, and then she turns it over. Knights doing a little bit too much that time. Step back, no good. 60 seconds left in the quarter. Smith slows it down, gives it to the hot hand. Guest chases her miss and earns a trip to the line. Michaela Guest has had to battle down low on both sides all evening long. The ball denial down low was such a huge part of what got the Knights in this lead. The Bears' strategy was to really force what they thought was an advantage down low, and it turned out to be not the case here today, as the defense for the Knights really staying strong. And instead, it was their presence in the painted area that really changed things offensively for them on the other side. Michaela Guest that time getting caught not shuffling the feet. And be a trip to the line. Shot clock and game clock going to be separated by 9 seconds after this. So the Knights can't hold for the final shot. And it looks like they know it. They want to go quick. Oh, and a nice play put on. What hustle to get it back. Oh, my. Nice little block on what looked like a nice shot attempt from the Knights after a good play put on. Bears hold for the final shot. Nay, actually, as the bank's open for two for them. 65-42. Can the Knights hold for the final shot? They had a buzzer beater earlier, and no foul call that time. The half-court heave is waved off, and it will be 65-42 at the start of the fourth quarter. The Knights took a small lead and made it much, much bigger after a nice adjustment at halftime. And they are looking to roll right into their second victory of the season over this Harcum Bears team. If they can hold on for this final 10 minutes, it'll be their 12th straight victory to start the season. And it will look like or it does look like this Harcum Bears team, the 5-game winning streak that they were on rolling into this one, will come to an end. Still some game left to be played, but the Knights in control in a big way. 65-42 on the big board. Bears start with possession in this fourth quarter. Bears coaching staff talking about pride during the break as we see a nice little and one move. That is back-to-back baskets from Bryce Harvey Carr, and they have been nice ones. The bank was open for 2 at the end of the third quarter, and the bank still open in this fourth. And now our chance to look over the numbers. Gigi Gamble, indeed. She really came alive in that third quarter. 20 points now in the game. 7 for 9 from the charity stripe. So really forcing the issue and earning trips to the line as a turnover. Knights forgot where they were and stepped over the line. Gigi Gamble, only player for the Knights in double figures. Kunjanen with the steal. And the ball denial from Kunjanen, and also Guest here down low has been spectacular. Those are the type of plays that more times than not don't show up on the stat sheet. Got a steal for it that time, but a lot of times those are just tips or deflections or just tough catches for the other team. But every time down the court, it's bodies banging, and the Knights have not been afraid of that battle all night. Another big rebound for the Knights. Smith for 3. A little long. Holmes with a tremendous effort to go after that loose ball, and you see the frustration on her face. That's sometimes like a tripping play in hockey, where it's not always a blatant trip. Sometimes the guy's stick just gets caught underneath the other guy's skates, and that's kind of what happened there for the Knights. Holmes going after the loose ball. Was in legal position, but when you're caught up underneath the feet of another player, sometimes that's just going to look like a foul. And that's exactly what happened. As a Shackton a full moment on the other side. Been that kind of day at the office for the Bears. This time, the Bears running the floor with some ease and getting a transition opportunity only to shoot a toe off and miss out on the catch. .23 game as we hit 2 minutes played in the fourth quarter. Second time these two teams have played this season. Fifth time over the last 2 years these two teams have played, and this 2-0 start to the Bears and Knights rivalry this season has got to feel really good for Coach Cini and the rest of the coaching staff, as it was an 0-3 run against the Bears last year. 70-60, 72-68, and 74-62 were the finals in all 3 games that the Bears won last year against the Knights. Only one of those games last year taking place. Oh my goodness, rolling around, not just on the rim, but on the floor afterwards. What an and one opportunity for Gigi Gamble. Hot like the Human Torch in this second half. Came out of the halftime break and said, flame on, in a big way offensively. Gigi Gamble, now 8 for 10 from the charity stripe. And a couple spectacular plays that go along with a big scoring night. Again, the ball denial. Gamble trying to make the spectacular happen again that time. And maybe came up a little worse for wear as she's holding her ankle. But also possession will stay right here. Looks like Coach Cini wondering the same thing we did. How'd you drive yourself into that? Because of the injury timeout, Gigi Gamble will have to check out of the game. Dribble handoff. 14 on the shot clock. Knights want to watch them go one-on-one. And the ball pops out at the last second. Bears running in transition. No space to be had as the Knights were quick to get back on their high horse. And a meeting of the minds will send the Bears to the line. Bodies colliding right in front of the rim. Bears continuing to be aggressive here in the fourth quarter, even with the game in this tough spot for them. 71-45 is our score on the big board. Both teams continuing to be aggressive. Smith pulls up in transition and goes a little long. Gamble with the rebound. And 2 more on the board for her. Gigi Gamble coming close to another 30-point game against the Bears as we see a nice move to the cup for 2 points. That was a sweet crossover move. What a pass. Oh my goodness. What a find. The beautiful cross-court bullet pass to the shooter in the corner for 3. And this Knights team really rolling in the second half. Looking for the scoop and score, and Gamble says, not today. It is a foul committed, but it is a trip to the line for the Bears where they'll have to earn it. Went a little bit too fast on the foul shot attempt. Knights miss out on their one shot. Got a nice little look on the mid-range jumper. Bears drive baseline and up and over the outstretched hand of the defense. Good closeout, better offense. Spinning off the defense and up and almost in. Nice little spin move from the Knights as it's a baseline jumper for the Bears. Back-to-back baskets for them. We saw that spin move from Austin in the first half, bringing the fans up and out of their seats. Smith chasing the rebound, and my goodness. Paige Smith, the sophomore guard, flirting with a potential double-double. But it's the rebounds and points getting it done. The guard really hitting the glass hard here today. And I think Paige Smith probably is over the double-double line now. She had 8 rebounds coming into this quarter, and she's had a couple in the fourth, I believe, and also at least 3 points. It was 7 and 8 on the board for Smith before this one. She's the only player for the Knights really flirting with a double-double here tonight. Under 5 minutes to play now. The wheels started to show some life of falling off the bus. I should say the wheels started to show some signs of falling off the bus for the Bears in the second quarter. They were able to hold on just a little bit, make it a single-digit game going into halftime. But the third and fourth quarter, all Knights. And that's why the score looks the way it does. As we hit the closing minute, 78-51. The nightmare second half continues as the Bears dribble it off their foot. Williams hanging right there in front of the purple jerseys. Little mid-range jumper, doesn't find the bottom. These two teams trading misses here over the last couple minutes. Again with the ball denial down low. Nothing coming easy. This time it was Williams climbing up to the tippy top of the ladder, swatting it away. Three-pointer in front of the bench. Bears get their miss. And it's 0 for 2. Great job looking up the court, finding Gamble. And the big will get the assist for that one. GG Gamble leaking up the court. A heads-up play. Here's another one. Knights looking to run. And it is another assist. Coming off a rebound for number 25, Antonique Austin. What a spark plug off the bench she has been here today. Oh, and the steal this time. Crab cakes in defense, it's what we do. Oh my goodness, did Williams send out an invite to the block party? I think she did, and she let him know about it afterwards. And got a tech for the trouble. My goodness. What a block. Tyasia Williams, 5'6", meeting the tallest player on the court at the rim and letting her know how she felt. Tyasia Williams, sophomore guard from Uniondale, New York. A sophomore from last year's team. She remembers what some of those matchups were like last year against this Bears team, and that has got to be sweet for her. And you know, after that miss, somewhere out there in the ether, Rasheed Wallace is screaming, "Ball don't lie." (83-52) is our score on the big board. The Knights, doesn't look like they'll get to a hundo today. They really flex the muscles in this second half. But then, of course, the Bears have had more than a few plays like that, what we just saw. The Bears had an opportunity to hang around in the second half, and they just couldn't hang with this Knights team. Gigi Gamble doing push-ups afterwards. As we see the nice 2 points down low. This Knights team, they'll get to scout the competition tomorrow as they have Saturday off, but they have a big game against Bryant Stratton on Sunday, 12 o'clock. You can join us live here at the Castle for that one, or you can join us live on YouTube. Not only for the Knights game at 12, but for all the games this weekend. You can join us live on YouTube or live here in person. Our good friends at Chick-fil-A Nottingham Square catering the event earlier this evening and all day on Saturday. No chicky sandwiches on Sunday, but you know the deal with them. Got to come check out a game either this weekend or at some point this year as we see a nice little tip drill. Sarah McGinley getting a little piece of it as the Bears went up for the layup attempt. Nothing has come easy in this second half. Sidestep three, and a great box out from the Bears, making sure it's an 0-1. And we talked about it a moment ago, how this Bears team had a little bit of hope coming into this game, or excuse me, into this second half. I'm sure they had a lot of hope coming into the game overall. They had some hope coming into this second half that they were going to be able to pull off a little bit of a comeback. Remember, it was only a 9-point game when we started the third quarter, but the Knights came out with some offense quickly, and the Bears really never found their offense in the second half. This Bears team will find their 5-game winning streak coming to an end, and they will have to put it behind them as they have the first game tomorrow against Prince George's County. PG County And now the bench coming to life like they have all game long. They were up and out of their seats just like these fans were at the Castle, and I'm sure just like you were at home. And if I'm being honest, I was up and out of my seat plenty of times myself as well. What an amazing game here to kick off this weekend of basketball. 88-54 is the final. The Knights get their 12th straight victory to start the season. They'll go for number 13 on Sunday, but I hope you can join us in the meantime on Saturday for more action. Until then, Aaron Thomas saying good afternoon, good evening, and good night.